Well, the last time we were here was last year this time, and we discussed the new Joey Harlow film, which at the time was to be entitled Wayne's World 3: The Vampire Diaries. As I understand it, so much has changed since then. Can you fill us in on all the details? What transpired during all that confusion that we heard went on?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. The cast and crew were absolutely fabulous. On day one at the filming of Scene 4 at Eddie's Drive-In, the weather was just shitty. Cold and gray cast skies. Everyone was freezing their asses off. The following scenes were indoors at some popular nightclubs around town, so they weren't so worried about the weather. But they needed a great weather day on the upcoming Friday, since it was to be filmed at the marina in Harrison Township, Michigan. Well, lo and behold, it turned out to be 72 degrees and sunshine. That made all the girls who were to be in bikinis very happy. Everything was going great the first half the day, and they wrapped for a lunch midday.
What happened after lunch?
Oh my God. It was horrible. Everyone gathered out at poolside for the pool scene. They were not even close to being set up for filming when one of the lead actors, Craig Cuckin, just dropped like a rock onto the pavement.
Oh dear. What happened to the poor smuck?
Well, everyone thought he was having an epileptic seizure, and believe me, it didn't look good. An EMS truck was called and they ended up taking him to the hospital.
Was he okay?
Turns out the guy was a serious drinker. He had stopped drinking so he could memorize his lines better. Yes, he checked out fine and came back 2 days later to do the best performance ever.
Wow. So how did they film without him?
Well, that's where the story gets interesting. Joey Harlow was up in arms as the cast was walking off to go home. Everyone thought that was it. Months of preparation and planning down the drain. Then out of nowhere, Joey's second cameraman, Darrell Bollinger, approached Joey, saying that Joey's boom man Pat Lorre looked like he could be Bart's long-lost brother. Immediately Joey ran out to the parking lot to get everyone back before they had a chance to leave.
Oh gosh. So they continued to film?
Yes. That was the amazing part. Pat became Bart's long-lost brother Art. And Joey Harlow rewrote the story right there on set.
We heard there were flaws in the story after that.
Well, yes. After going into post-production, Joey and his editor realized that was the case. They brought in a ringer story writer who patched up the story magnificently, but it would require another 2 days of shooting an additional scene.
What I heard was the film crew took it out to Stony Creek, Michigan.
Yes. That is the remarkable part of this story. They had to create a scene that looked like it took place 600 years ago. And they actually pulled it off.
Oh my God, wow. Sounds like this is the typical thing that happens to so many film companies as they take on challenges.
To say the least, we heard it was the ultimate challenge for them.
So where are they at this juncture?
Well, believe it or not, Joey Harlow was now blessed with 2 films.
How is that?
Well, the additional scene one that was filmed at Stony Creek turned out to be a fabulous short film. Joey Harlow was able to pull off making the deadline dates of several short film festivals like Cannes France Independent Film Festival, San Francisco International Film Festival, Santa Barbara International Film Festival, CFC International Film Festival, and Toronto, the Hollywood Cinema Film Festival, and many more.
You got to be kidding. He overcame every hurdle to go on to entering all those festivals?
Yep. And moreover, Joey is like the Doc character in Eddie and the Cruisers. Once the guy got his hands on those tapes, he would stop at nothing until he got it out there for millions to see.
Well, that sounds like a happy ending to me. Where can people go to see this film?
It was shown on its premiere at the Royal Oak Main Arts Theater in Royal Oak, Michigan on October 3rd, and for all who attended, it was a smashing success and everyone really enjoyed it.
How about everyone who wasn't able to attend the premiere? How can they see the film?
Word is that sometime soon it will be available on Amazon Video on Demand for rental or purchase. The film is entitled Search for Love Lost, and the short film is entitled Eternal Love Lost. Unfortunately, the short film will not be available on Amazon.
Sounds like to me this was the roller coaster ride of a lifetime.
Yes. It certainly was. And in fact, those were Joey Harlow's exact words at the premiere. As he put it, The ride of a lifetime that he will never forget.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and giving us an update on this exciting production, and I know I, for one, am certainly going to look forward to seeing this film.
Thank you for having me.